Welcome to Amazing World, where we explore the ancient wonders of the world, those structures that have stood the test of time and space. Today, we'll journey back in time, across oceans, deserts, and centuries, to learn about the 7 greatest wonders ever built by humanity. These structures have left an indelible mark on history. Are you ready? Let's set off on our adventure. First, we have the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt.
The Great Pyramid of Giza is the only surviving wonder of the ancient world, a true marvel of human ingenuity. Standing at 146 meters, equivalent to 479 feet, tall when it was built, it held the record for the world's tallest structure for over 3,800 years. Even though time has reduced its height to 138 meters, equivalent to 453 feet, its grandeur remains awe-inspiring. Constructed from 2580 to 2560 before Christ, the pyramid served as a tomb for Pharaoh Khufu, symbolizing his eternal reign. Made of millions of limestone blocks, some weighing up to 15 tons, the pyramid's construction has baffled scholars for centuries. How could such an impressive feat have been achieved without modern tools? Was it sheer manpower, engineering brilliance, or something mystical? Imagine standing at the base of this ancient structure in the blazing Egyptian sun. Looking up, the pyramid seems to reach for the sky, and you can almost feel the weight of history pressing down. Thousands of years ago, workers toiled here, and Khufu's body was laid to rest in this monumental tomb, surrounded by rituals of the afterlife. Though its smooth white Tura limestone casing has eroded, the Great Pyramid still captivates millions. Standing before it, can you sense its power and mystery? What do you think? How did the ancient Egyptians manage to build such an extraordinary structure? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Second, there is the Hanging Gardens of Babylon in Iraq.
The Hanging Gardens of Babylon, have you ever heard of this place? It stands as one of the most mysterious and debated wonders in history. Believed to have been built in the 6th century before Christ by King Nebuchadnezzar II as a gift to his homesick wife, the gardens were said to rise high into the air, with trees, flowers, and flowing water creating an oasis in the middle of the arid desert. But what truly makes it special? The fact that there is no physical evidence of its existence. Was it a real place, or simply a legend that has persisted through time? Imagine yourself walking up the steps of these legendary gardens. The cool water flows gently beneath your feet, while the lush greenery surrounds you, a true paradise in the desert. With towering trees and colorful flowers lining your path, it's almost like stepping into a dream. If you were standing there, gazing at the endless rows of trees and hearing the gentle sound of water, how do you think you would feel? The mystery of the Hanging Gardens continues to puzzle scientists and archaeologists to this day. Some wonder whether it was a feat of ancient engineering or merely a poetic creation. Do you think the gardens ever truly existed, or is it just a captivating legend from history? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
Third is the statue of Zeus at Olympia in Greece.
The statue of Zeus at Olympia was a powerful symbol of the might and authority of Zeus, the supreme god of ancient Greek mythology. This magnificent statue, crafted in the 5th century before Christ by the renowned sculptor Phidias, was an extraordinary example of ancient artistry. Standing over 12 meters tall, it was constructed from a combination of ivory and pure gold, a dazzling vision that dominated the interior of the temple at Olympia. Seated regally on a golden throne, the statue depicted Zeus in all his glory, inspiring reverence and awe among those who came to worship. Despite its grandeur, the statue no longer survives today. It is believed to have been destroyed in a great fire sometime in the 5th or 6th century Anno Domini, leaving behind only historical records and descriptions of its majesty. The loss of this monumental work of art represents a significant gap in our physical connection to the ancient world, but its memory continues to live on as one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Imagine walking into the Temple of Olympia and standing before this colossal figure of Zeus. How would it feel to look up at this towering representation of the king of the gods, knowing the immense craftsmanship and devotion it took to create? Would the sight of such an imposing figure alter our understanding of the power and influence that ancient Greece once held? How might it have shaped our view of history if it still existed today? What are your thoughts? Feel free to share your insights on how such wonders of the past still resonate with us and shape our perception of history. Let's discuss.
Fourth is the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus in Turkey.
The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, located in what is now modern-day Turkey, was once hailed as one of the most remarkable wonders of the ancient world. Built in the 6th century, this grand structure was dedicated to the goddess Artemis, revered as the protector of nature and the goddess of the hunt. The temple's sheer size and intricate craftsmanship set it apart as a monumental feat of ancient architecture. It stretched over 110 meters in length, with 127 towering marble columns, each standing at an impressive height of 18 meters, making it one of the largest temples ever constructed. Despite its grandeur, the temple's fate was marked by repeated destruction. Perhaps the most notable event occurred in the year 268, when the Goths ravaged the site, leaving the once great temple in ruins. What remains today are just a few standing columns and remnants of its vast foundation, offering a glimpse into its former glory. Imagine standing amid these ancient ruins, where the air seems heavy with history, and you can feel the echoes of past worshippers who once gathered in awe. The solemn silence of the remaining columns invites reflection. If the Temple of Artemis had survived in its entirety, could it have altered our understanding of ancient architecture and human ingenuity? Would its full preservation have given us new perspectives on the accomplishments of the ancient world? What do you think? Would this marvel, if still standing, change our perception of architectural achievements in history? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Fifth, we have the mausoleum at Halicarnassus in Turkey.
The mausoleum of Mausolus in Halicarnassus, present-day Bodrum, Turkey, was a true marvel of the ancient world. Visualize towering stone columns and imposing statues of warriors standing as eternal sentinels, guarding the tomb of the Carian king, Mausolus. Above, intricate statues of mythical figures and detailed carvings told stories of gods and heroes, creating a spectacle of mystery and grandeur. Constructed around 350 before Christ, this mausoleum was not just a resting place for Mausolus but a symbol of his power and legacy. It stood nearly 45 meters tall, combining architecture and sculpture in a way that made it an unparalleled masterpiece. Greek gods, mythical warriors, and detailed reliefs adorned the structure, making it not only a tomb but a tribute to art and human achievement. Despite its greatness, the mausoleum could not escape the forces of nature. Devastating earthquakes in the 12th and 13th centuries Anno Domini reduced this ancient wonder to ruins, leaving only fragments behind. Yet, the idea of standing before such a monument evokes a feeling of awe. Can you imagine what it must have been like to witness such grandeur in person? Share your thoughts. How do you think the mausoleum left its mark on the people who visited it?
Sixth, the Colossus of Rhodes in Greece.
The Colossus of Rhodes in Greece. The Colossus of Rhodes is one of the most legendary wonders of the ancient world. Erected between 292 and 280 before Christ, this towering statue of the sun god Helios stood at an impressive 33 meters tall. Crafted entirely from bronze, it was a symbol of Rhodes' strength, power, and victory. Standing proudly at the entrance to the harbor, the Colossus welcomed sailors and travelers alike, serving as a powerful sentinel that signified the city's triumph and prosperity. For 56 years, the Colossus stood tall, until tragedy struck in 226 BC when an earthquake reduced it to rubble. Though it no longer stands, the image of this majestic wonder continues to captivate the imagination. Picture yourself at the harbor of Rhodes, walking beneath the shadow of this immense structure, gazing up at Helios holding his torch high. The scale and craftsmanship must have been awe-inspiring. While only remnants of the Colossus remain, its legacy still resonates. What would it mean if the Colossus stood today? How might it represent power and resilience in our modern world? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's imagine together.
Lastly, seventh, is the Lighthouse of Alexandria in Egypt.
The Colossus of Rhodes is one of the most legendary wonders of the ancient world. Erected between 292 and 280 before Christ, this towering statue of the sun god Helios stood at an impressive 33 meters tall. Crafted entirely from bronze, it was a symbol of Rhodes' strength, power, and victory. Standing proudly at the entrance to the harbor, the Colossus welcomed sailors and travelers alike, serving as a powerful sentinel that signified the city's triumph and prosperity. For 56 years, the Colossus stood tall, until tragedy struck in 226 BC when an earthquake reduced it to rubble. Though it no longer stands, the image of this majestic wonder continues to captivate the imagination. Picture yourself at the harbor of Rhodes, walking beneath the shadow of this immense structure, gazing up at Helios holding his torch high. The scale and craftsmanship must have been awe-inspiring. While only remnants of the Colossus remain, its legacy still resonates. What would it mean if the Colossus stood today? How might it represent power and resilience in our modern world? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's imagine together.
Dear friends, we have completed our journey to the 7 ancient wonders, those indelible marks in the history of mankind. Though many of them no longer exist, their greatness and mystery live on. Would you like to explore more wonders? Hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to join more journeys.